Welcome into Mount Pleasant, baby. Officials have made their way onto the field. And we are on WKOM 1017. I forgot we were on tonight.
Hey, game of the week, 1017. It's always an honor to be on the airwaves of 1017. And I feel that way tonight. We're on, game of the week. We're live streaming the broadcast. We're on the radio. Couldn't ask for anything better. And it's beautiful weather. Beautiful August evening.
Yeah, it's beautiful now. It wasn't so beautiful when I was setting up the game day earlier. It was pretty warm down there, but it could have been worse. I'm not too upset. So let's take a quick break as they are getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner. We'll be right back on the Murray County Game of the Week on WKOM Front Porch Sports Network.
Landscaping LLC, located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee. Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504.
Who did at least go on to play in the state finals. So
yes.
If you're going to lose to a team that goes all the way to state, I guess. But many of those players on that team, not back. No more Kevin Cooper. No more Darian Meza. No more Nick Brown. Matter of fact, getting the start tonight at quarterback will be John Michael Wright. The senior has worked his way into this role. He's ready. What do you expect out of this Mount Pleasant offense tonight?
Well, they didn't show us a lot last week, perhaps strategically so. They're going to have to move the ball on these big guys from Wayne County. I mean, they're going to try to establish the running game with the running back, Jakari McClure. I think that's goal number one for the Mount Pleasant Tigers to be successful here, is have something working on the ground, specifically through Jakari McClure. But, we'll have to see. Coach Hartsfield might have some tricks up his sleeve. He might, maybe they'll air it out some too. You just don't know before the game until we see it. And, the Wayne County defense, it's going to present some different looks that they haven't seen yet this year. And they're going to have to adjust and adapt and find the avenues to success on the offense.
No question. The captains are getting ready to make their way to midfield for Wayne County tonight. Captain, quarterback Drew Bevis. Linebacker Kason Castleman. Looks like 53 there is Ben Thompson, offensive lineman, and Sailor Skelton, who comes in after a big year last year as a junior. For Mount Pleasant, the intimidation factor as Connor Scherer, the 6'1", 410-pound nose guard, makes his way to the midfield with the captains. Alongside him, Jakari McClure, the running back, senior running back, who is looking to add to his career totals. Also, Talon Russell, 5'11", 215 offensive and defensive lineman. And Derek Riddenauer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Derek with an A.
Yeah.
Derek Riddenauer, 5'9", 180 linebacker, also a senior. So as we are about 4 minutes away from kickoff, again, Connor Scherer making his return tonight, Seth, after a scary incident last year at Lewis County where he found himself in a hospital bed after that game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big fella, but don't let the size fool you. He can move. Those are some quick feet on a very large young man. I'm amped up. You're amped up. I know they're amped up, so we got to go get it.
Wayne County won the toss. They deferred their choice to the second half, which means Mount Pleasant will take the football, and they will defend the north end zone, which reads Mount Pleasant. The south end zone with Tigers. Seth, one thing I noticed about this field, and you might be able to pan to it, you may not. One thing that's missing from this field is kind of weird. There's no G at the goal line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, that's
weird, right?
That's awfully, that you noticed that. That's great. I mean, I'll be honest, I did not notice that, but you are correct.
It was one of the things that kind of stood out to me when I looked at the field and thought, well, I guess they know it's the goal line because it's blue.
yeah. I guess
the color changes.
Yeah, the contrast in the color, that's where you want to get. That's where you want to get. And, they probably do better with the color than the letters anyway.
And here come the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And you're not going to believe this, Seth, but both teams are running through signs that say, tell a friend to tell a friend we're back.
Hey,
both signs. I wonder, did Mount Pleasant and Wayne County cheerleaders collude?
I could go some different directions with that, but these kids with Instagram.
Oh, they're mad.
Yeah. I mean, they talk. When we used to talk garbage to each other, they talk garbage on Instagram. So maybe there was somebody picked up on something. They stole each other's signs. We'll see. It is political season out there.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that before, where both teams had the exact same sign.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
Maybe one of those playoff games where it was tell your girlfriend you'll be free next Friday night type things. I'm sure that's probably happened in the past, but that was a unique one.
Yeah, what a coincidence. We'll just call it a coincidence tonight.
It probably is, if I'm being honest. All right, thank you guys for joining us here on the Murray County Game of the Week. Again, I'm Chris Yao. He's Seth Campbell, and we are getting ready to tee it off. Friday Night Lights. The lights are on here at Mount Pleasant as the sun will continue to go down. And you may be able to hear a little Metallica in the background, and you may not.
It sets the mood for football.
Yeah, there's no question. It's getting exciting as Wayne County in their black hats, white jerseys with the black and gold shoulder stripes, and solid black pants. Mount Pleasant, white helmets, off-colored MP, red and blue on the side of the helmets. The red jerseys, double blue stripe on the shoulders, white numbers outlined in blue. Red pants, double blue stripe on the red pants as well, and white socks for the majority of them as Casey Hunt tees it up, and Mount Pleasant making sure they don't try anything sneaky on that opening kickoff.
Yeah, you saw them kind of expand into a normal kick coverage after Wayne County did so there. They're making sure there's no onside trickery.
And here we go. Right. It is a short kickoff. It's going to hit at the 35, and Wayne County may recover the football. They do, in fact, recover the football. Nobody made the catch. Wayne County with a pooch kick to the 35-yard line, and Jaden McClure just did not come up. It looks like he may have stubbed his toe. He is limping off the field. Not sure what that is about, but that's not good because Jaden McClure does play linebacker. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Mount Pleasant 35 to start the season.
Let's not mince words there. That's a serious mistake. You got to make that play. This gives Wayne County a huge advantage out of the gate. You just forfeited a possession.
Trips to the left side. Wonder Dunn makes the hit for the Tigers, but solid gain on first down, about 4 yards. Be 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. That's one good thing about this window being open, Seth. I can hear the PA guy.
Yeah, he's helpful. Mr. Derek Green, the teacher here in Murray County Public Schools.
Full huddle for the Wildcats. I am just in shock that we have seen a new quarterback, and now we've got a wild formation as we've got wingbacks behind each tackle. Going to be a lead play here as the ball goes to, looks like, oh, that's, okay, so we've handed the ball to Bevis now, who goes up the middle for a short gain. And that brings up 3rd and 5 after a 1-yard gain for Bevis from the running back position.
And Mount Pleasant's got some meat right there in the middle. It's going to be difficult to find much room there. I guess they're working on it early, seeing if they can find any cracks and maybe exploit it later. But I just,
Or they're setting something up.
Yep.
One of the two. Bevis is going to have to come off the field. I'm not sure. He's limping off the field.
Official timeout on the field.
He's not moving his right arm the way that you would expect him to want to move it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We've got a modified Notre Dame box here, tight sets. That's going to be Butler who takes it up the middle. He's going to try to get the yardage himself. He's going to be short by about 2 yards, close to the 10-yard line. It's going to be about 42 inches short of the first down. It's about what it looks like. I don't know.
It's hard to tell from up here, but there wasn't much room there again. They're trying it. They're trying to find the crack. They're trying to spring one loose. Didn't do it right there. You got a pivotal 4th down. See if Mount Pleasant Tigers can get off the field here after giving up, forfeiting a possession basically to start the game.
All right, they're going to go under center here this time with Butler. He's got split backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends, no wide receivers. Maybe a tush push here. He's going to give it to the up back. That's another run by Bevis, who gets close to the 9-yard line, but I think he's going to be marked short. And Mount Pleasant will take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. What a play by Connor Scherer and the Mount Pleasant Tiger defense.
Yeah, heck of a play. They were trying that middle once more. They'd pick up a couple yards there and get the first down. They couldn't do it, couldn't find the breathing room. Nice little design run play, but nothing there.
So outside of losing about 4 minutes of clock play with 8:10 to go here in the first quarter, all they did was essentially fair catch the kickoff at the 10-yard line.
Good point there. Good point.
That's essentially what they did.
They don't want to give up any more possessions, though. I mean, you called it on the opening kickoff. You said maybe there's some trickery here, and then sure enough, they kind of pooch punted it. We didn't play it properly, and we gave them a possession.
Mount Pleasant will come out. John Michael Wright leads his team. 2 receivers to the near side. That's Jaden McClure at the top. Jakiri on his right. He's got McClure over the middle off the 25, and he's gone. You're not going to catch him. That's a touchdown. Oh, wait, we've got a guy behind him, but I still don't think he's going to catch him. That's a touchdown. John Michael Wright.
My goodness.
90 yards. Jaden McClure on the running back, and we've got a flag on the play and a second flag on the field. Laundry is on the carpet, ladies and gentlemen, but I do believe it is after the touchdowns. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Mount Pleasant, unsportsmanlike conduct on Wayne County. Those penalties offset, and that is a touchdown.
Yeah, he found him in stride there, Chris. He didn't break stride, did he? He found it, and he was to the house. You better have someone quick if you're going to catch up with him. They didn't catch up with him. A little closing speed there at the end, but that is a touchdown, Tigers.
Now, after 4 years of pretty solid special teams extra point kicking from Jackson Collier, missed extra point last week in the Jamboree, so we're going to see a 2-point play as J.P. Easterling lines up behind center here. He's got a wingback and a receiver to his right. It's going to be a Wildcat formation. He's going to take it over the goal line. 2-point conversion is good. Mount Pleasant leads 8-0 with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Hey, heck of a drive by Mount Pleasant there, and finish it off with a 2-point conversion, a successful 2-point conversion. That's nice.
It was such a good play that I got distracted watching it, going, my goodness, there's no way his first pass is going to go for a touchdown, and yet it did.
Yeah, in stride. It was pretty darn impressive start. When we talked about running the ball to set the tone, and they did the exact opposite of what I thought they would do. They come out, hit a beautiful pass in stride to the house, touchdown Mount Pleasant.
Do we have another flag on the play, or is he just picking up the one from earlier? I think he may just be picking up the one from earlier. We'll keep it here through the kickoff. You're listening to the Murray County Game of the Week on WKOM 1017 FM. Mount Pleasant is going to tee it up with Brandon Case, junior kicker. Normal kicking formation for the Tigers. I don't think they're going to try anything too crazy. And, you know, that's the thing about these, you know, these smaller schools. Sometimes it's not trickery. It's just that's the best kicker you got.
Yeah. Sometimes it's your best athlete on the field. You know,
whoever.
You tow the ball as far as you can tow the darn ball.
And we'll get the kick here. Decent kick. Going to be fielded at the 11-yard line by Kason Castleman. He's going to make it. A couple of guys miss, get across the 25 to the 28, where Wayne County will take over.
At the 29.
We'll see where they spot it. I thought it was the 28. Could be the 29. Maybe the 29. All right. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 29, Seth.
Yep, and you know, we're ready. Let's go back. We just made a big defensive stand not that long ago, and we're right back at it. Let's see what they can do on this second drive for Wayne County.
All right. Bevis is back at quarterback. Castleman on his right hip. He's going to give it to Castleman up the middle. He caught from behind by Lanius, who is absolutely being menacing early on.
Yeah. I mean, he's storming the gaps. He has a nose for the ball, it appears. And let's see if he can keep it up as the game goes on.
They'll give him a yard on the play to the 30. It'll be 2nd and 9 here. And Bevis comes out in favor of Butler. I have to believe this is an injury situation for Bevis. Butler, the sophomore, once again, Castleman on his left hip. They're going to read option, fakes it to him, and then goes up the middle himself. Does Butler, gets to the 35, and that's going to make it 3rd and manageable with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he found a little bit of running room there. The safety came up, met him in the hole, picked up 5 yards. Big 3rd down. Let's see what Mount Pleasant can do.
Little read, the read option there, well read, I think. Obviously did a really good job pulling that late and finding his way up the field for a few yards. And we're back in that diamond formation with the 2 backs ahead. It's going to be Bevis over the right-hand side. He is short of the line to gain. Gain of about 2 on the play, and a great job there by Jalen Smith from the cornerback position, making the hit early and forcing a 4th down here, decision time for the Wildcats. Can't imagine that they would want to do anything other than punt the football here, but we shall see. They have 2 up-backs. They are in a normal formation, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to see a quick kick here. Hard count, timeout. Tried to draw them off sides, could not do so. They'll take their first timeout of the game with 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Let's take it with them here on the WKOM Game of the Week.
Hello, this is Rick Whitley from Jones Lang Sporting Goods. Glad to have you with us today, and we're proud to be a sponsor of local athletics in Murray County and the surrounding areas. We've been in business here at Jones & Lang since 1966, and we can meet your needs. It's springtime now, and we've got soccer, baseball, spring football, and many other things, so please stop by and see our selection. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 10.
They will line up to punt, will Wayne County. There's the snap. Not much of a rush. Looks like they're going to try to set up a return here. At the 27 is Easterling. He makes a guy miss on the left-hand side. He's down the left-hand sideline. He's going to get tackled at the 30-yard line. That is Drew Bevis making the tackle, and if he had not, I'm not sure Easterling isn't making his second trip to the end zone in as many touches there, Seth.
Yeah. I mean, JP Easterling, he's fast. He has some dynamic moves. You saw that. He made people miss. It'll be exciting to see what he does in his sophomore year here this year. Kind of big shoes to fill with the graduation of Darian Meza, so we'll have to see how he does. But that was pretty electric.
That was an electric play. And look, here's the thing. They punted and immediately met in the backfield. That's Case Butler, the quarterback.
Yeah,
not sure what happened there, but there was certainly a breakdown on the left-hand side of the line.
Yeah, that was a wreck from the get-go. We got 3rd and 15 coming up. I'm curious to see what's going to be called, or the play call for this. It's difficult to pick up 15 yards, but they can do it.
Well, I mean, I think you're in 2-down territory as well. I don't think you have to get all of it here if you don't, if you get 7 or 8, I think you think about going for it. You don't get anything, and maybe you punt it and try to pin them really deep. Wright's looking. Ball is knocked down in the air by Dane Bryant. Bryant went almost untouched. So now decision time for Kit Hartsfield. Do you go ahead and punt it? Try to pin them back as deep as you can and play a little field position here.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Pin that defense with their back to the end zone and see what happens. But I'll leave it to Coach Hartsfield.
It doesn't look like that's the idea.
As I was saying that, I realized I saw that that's not the route he's going.
I don't think so. I think we're going to try to, and it looks like it's going to, it is going to be, once again, Wright behind center in shotgun. Ja'Carry McClure on his left hip, trips to the near side. Motion is Jaden McClure across his face, and there's another guy wide open. That is Jaden McClure for the touchdown. Again, hit as he threw was John Michael Wright. Did not matter. Found his man anyway in the middle of the field, and that goes for a 35-yard touchdown, and we've got a flag on the field.
Jaden McClure.
Is that
dead ball.
Yeah.
Sideline warning on Wayne County.
Interesting.
The next time will be 5 yards.
I didn't see anything specific, but that was almost a jump pass, I think. I mean, he was on his back foot, lofted it up there. McClure got it, took it to the house.
And it was, do you have the replay of that?
I didn't capture it.
That's okay. Because I will tell you what was so crazy about that was the linebacker, it was almost as if he did it on purpose. He got it just over the reach of the linebacker. McClure catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes to the house. We'll go for 2 points again here, will Mount Pleasant. Same formation with Easterling behind center. And we've got a timeout on the 2-point conversion for Mount Pleasant.
All the Tigers. They're first of the half.
3 minutes and 58 seconds to go, 4 minutes and 1 second on your screen, whatever you want to think. It's close enough for government work.
Yeah. We're working as hard as we can on keeping up with that play clock.
You are. You are.
As Coach Mike Lyle said last week, hey, we're learning too.
Let's see if we get a similar kick to last time. It was a really, really solid kick back deep for the Wildcats. Once again, Kason Castleman. This is going to be, it hits Castleman at the 10-yard line, rolls to the end zone, and he'll have to take it out. He is tripped, he's tripped up by the goal line and then tackled by Christian Lyles at the 2-yard line. So not only did they still pin them deep with their backs against the goal line and not even have to punt to do it, they scored a touchdown as well. So just about everything that could possibly go right for Mount Pleasant after that opening kickoff has gone right.
Absolutely. That was, let's put it nicely, Wayne County misplayed that.
It hit him right in the chest and right by him. So
he almost tripped in the end zone.
Once it hits him, he can't. You can't get a touchback. So he had to return it out of the end zone. Got tripped up on his own feet, looked like by the goal line, and fell to the 3-yard line where it will be 1st and 10. And we've got tight sets here, double tight ends. Everybody that you can possibly get inside the box is inside the box. It's going to be Case Butler, not Carter. who takes the football, goes over the right guard, and gets 3 yards. That's actually not a bad play.
No, give you a little breathing room. You know, you want to get out of that shadow of your own end zone, and they got a little play, found a little breathing room up there, and got a couple of yards. You know, they're struggling to move the ball, though, in significant chunks. We'll have to see how that develops as the game goes. This Mount Pleasant defense appears to be pretty stingy.
Butler again under center, split backfield. He's going to go to his right where he hands the ball to one of the upbacks. This, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah. I couldn't say so myself.
Drew Bevis ended up with the ball. But essentially what happened is Butler takes the snap, runs directly down the line of scrimmage, hands it to Drew Bevis, who is standing behind the tackle, and then Bevis goes straight forward for a couple of yards.
Yeah,
it makes it 3rd and 4.
A little misdirection type play. Just
so wild.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Harkens you back to the old days. They actually have a wide receiver this time. They're in the shotgun formation. It's Bevis over right guard. I don't think he got enough for the first down. It's going to be awfully close. I think he's short by about 1.5 yards. And that's going to make it first down yardage at the 28-yard line.
And clock's rolling. We got 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see what Wayne County is going to want to do here. It'll be interesting. It looks like they're going to be happy to take it to the second quarter, switch sides here, and
maybe the other side will be a little more forgiving.
Yeah, they've had these are about the 2 most successful plays they've had this quarter, right there at the end. So, Tigers that was a good first quarter to be a Mount Pleasant Tiger.
No question. They lead 14-0 against Wayne County here on the WKOM game of the week. We'll take a break. When we come back, the second quarter will start. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family-owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
We're back here at Mount Pleasant as Wayne County gets set up at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. They've huddled on the sideline, and the officials will wave them on. There we go. There's the bump music.
Hey,
we were waiting on it.
I kind of like that. That's
go.
Beautiful Friday night. Little music coming back. Well, just a little slow to load tonight.
It does take a little bit on the loading. That's okay.
Slow to load tonight.
That's okay. All right. 2 receivers to the near side for Wayne County. It is once again Butler behind center. Gives to Bevis over the right-hand side. He's going to get to about the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on first down, and you'll take 5 yards on first down every single time.
Yeah, they seem to be finding a little something. The first couple plays were terrible for them, so now they're, finding a little bit of room to breathe.
Into the game for Butler is Kason Castleman, which makes me assume that Drew Bevis is going to be the quarterback on this play.
Yeah, but that's you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure when it comes to Wayne County.
He's looking to pass here as he looks to his left. He's got a man down the middle of the field wide open. Is Dalen Van Fleet, who makes the catch. And Connor Scherer is down on the field holding his right knee with his, again, this time to Castleman over the left-hand side. No, he pulls it late, finds a man on the left-hand side. That is Sailor Skelton. My goodness, what an incredible play. That was an RPO that you don't typically see. Pulls it late out of Castleman's belly, deep down the sideline.
Let's take a look at it real quick.
Was Sailor Skelton. Let's see if we got it on replay. Pulls it late, rolls left, and he was just wide open.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Great job there.
He sold the fake.
He sold the fake, did Bevis, and well done. All right, we've got a 2-point conversion set up here. Case Butler is under center. Castleman to his left in the split backfield, and we've got a false start. That's not going to be good.
Yeah, 20 for Wayne County.
Looks like Dane Bryant got a little head start there, and that's going to back him up. And now what do you do if you are Wayne County? Do you go ahead and go for 2 with the 14? Or do you try at least the extra point, since you don't have to get the 2-point conversion? It is just 14.
It all boils down to, do you have somebody on the sideline that can kick the ball?
Yeah, they'll back it up to the circle, the goalie circle on the soccer lines for the school with no soccer team.
Well, you just never know what the future holds, Chris.
I think it's coming, man.
You never know what the future
holds. Playing soccer out here. All right, so they are going to make their way to the line, and we've got a timeout. Wayne County. So,
well, could you follow up a touchdown with a more disjointed couple of plays? Number 20 doesn't hold his water there. False start, visibly frustrated. He, threw his hands down in frustration once he got called on it. And now we have to take Wayne County has to take a timeout on their 2-point play. Interesting couple of minutes here.
If you had any momentum after that, this has certainly taken the wind out of your sails if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to know if they got someone who could kick over there, because if I'm the head coach of Wayne County, which I am not, I'd run my kicker out there and see if you can get it through the uprights here.
Well, I did see them attempting to kick in the warm-up period, and it certainly wasn't a strong leg, but he was putting it through the uprights.
Well, at this point,
but I'm not sure 25 yards is doable as is 20.
Yeah, it makes a difference, and it does make a difference. In high school kicking games, as many of y'all listening and watching know, high school kicking games can be a little iffy.
No question. All right, now we're in shotgun formation. Bevis, Case and Castleman on his right hip, trips to the near side, tight end to the top. He's going to roll to his right is Bevis. He's looking into the end zone. He's got a man, but it's going to be incomplete. I thought it was intercepted there for a moment, but knocked down. Looks like Jalen Smith, who broke up the play there, and that's going to do it for the 2-point play. Mount Pleasant leads 14-6 now with 10:56 to go in the first half. Let's take a quick break here on the WKOM Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Matt Peralez.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
We are back on the WKOM Game of the Week. Maury County Public Schools, Mount Pleasant leads Wayne County 14-6 with 10:56 to go in the second quarter. We tell you the time more often, but we can't see the scoreboard, Seth.
No, it's tricky here, and I'm manning the buttons, if you will, on the left side up here, and we're trying to keep up with it the best we can, but we will tell you as frequently as we can, and we got it right now. 10:56 left in that second quarter, with Mount Pleasant about to get the ball back.
Well, maybe. The last time that Wayne County kicked it, they did not recover the football, so we'll see what happens here as Casey Hunt tees it up. Another pooch-ish kick, and it's going to hit at the 31, and it looks like Carter Dunn made the catch with his knee on the ground at the 31, so that's where Mount Pleasant will take over, but he made the catch, and really that's the most important part.
Yeah, do no harm there on the kickoffs. Make the catch, get down. It would be nice to house one, and go get another touchdown, but we just don't want to turn the ball over right now. Let's see what this offense can do. A couple of electric pass plays tonight, and from both teams, a few electric pass plays. Let's see. Not much on the ground so far. We have to see what's going on. Drives tonight, which I'm not complaining as a Mount Pleasant Tiger, but they're hitting these plays, and these playmakers are making people miss, and they're taking it to the end zone, and that's why we have a 20-6 Mount Pleasant lead here. On that 2-point conversion, it looked like McClure after the pitch had the corner if he ran directly to it. For whatever reason, maybe a little hesitation after he got the ball or had to slow down for the pitch. It's hard to tell from this angle, but we're one of 3 on 2-point conversions now, but still 20-6 lead. Mount Pleasant's looking good. They're looking dynamic. They're looking explosive. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice opening start to the season.
Once again, Mount Pleasant here, teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Last night, the Portland kicker tried to put it at the 35. I said, buddy, just calm down. It's still high school.
He must have been feeling good.
Boots it away. It is caught this time by Castleman at the 10. He makes a guy miss, but he is wrangled, literally, by the jersey at the 20-yard line. They'll give him just across the 20 to the 21.
Looks like he was slowed down by his own man a little bit there.
So I saw his jersey go flying. I was like, okay, well, I don't guess you'll be going anywhere.
And look at who's back on the field on the defensive line for Mount Pleasant. Big number 6'9", Connor Scher makes his reappearance. Got that hamstring stretched out. He's back. He's tough.
Man, he and Paxton Williams are just massive.
And Paxton Williams is a freshman. Believe it or not, he's a freshman. So I know there's going to be some beef there for a while.
We'll see what they try to do. They're going to give it to Castleman over the right hand side. He's got some room to run. Somebody lost a helmet, and he'll get to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain there will make it second and about a short 7, long 6. Not sure who lost their helmet on the play, but they will have to be replaced per the National Federation of High School rules.
That's a rule in the NFL too, isn't it? You lose your helmet on a play, don't you have to come out?
You do.
Yeah.
Jaden McClure will enter the game. And now we've got a flag on the field.
12 men on the field for Mount Pleasant, maybe?
I only see 11.
Oh, yeah.
Flag on the play.
There was confusion. There was confusion.
They have a legal substitution, but I don't see but 11 on the field, so I'm not sure. And now they've got, I don't know if you can do it. I don't think a penalty buys him back in. I think he still has to miss it out of the play, but they're going to send.
We'll see if they pick up on it.
They're going to send Braden Parrish back out onto the field, and nobody's stopping him. All right. Rolling to his left is Butler. He is met and dropped.
By number 60, Russell.
That was Talem Russell on the sack at the 25 of Case Butler.
Good play by the senior there to get down there and get that quarterback down and not have to not let him get the edge and pick up some yards.
It's going to be 3rd and about 6 now for the Wildcats. Butler has not attempted to throw the ball very much tonight. He's typically been the running quarterback, but now we've got a 3rd quarterback taking a snap. I apologize. That's Bevis again. He's going to run over the right-hand side and gets to the 27, maybe the 28-yard line, short of the first down. Again, decision time for, looks like they're going to send the punt unit on now this time. 4th and 3, maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't think you want to give Mount Pleasant that short, or potentially give Mount Pleasant that short field when they've looked pretty dynamic so far. They've been able to put it in the end zone with relative ease on these scoring drives, so you need to make them go the field. You don't want to give them a, what is that, a 37-yard field?
Yeah, 28-yard field.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Easterling and Jalen Smith back deep. The punt is shanked, but probably the best thing that could have happened is not letting either of those guys get their hands on it. The ball will go out of bounds at the Wayne County 46, and that's where Mount Pleasant will take over. Again, you don't have it's a lot easier when you don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to take it back if you just kick it out of bounds, and that's what happened there.
Yeah, not a great punt by any means. He got a good roll after after he got it in the air. Yeah, a fortunate roll, and Mount Pleasant, still a pretty short field for them. Let's see what this drive looks like. I mean, they've been able.
What drive?
Yeah. There hasn't been much of a, they haven't had, their time of possession isn't great, but the scoreboard is.
That's all that matters. John Michael right in, shotgun, Ja'Carri McClure on his left hip. They give it to McClure over the left-hand side, and a blindside block. I don't know if they're going to throw a flag on that or not. They do not. They do. They do, in fact, throw the flag. McClure gets across the 45, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and it is going to be for a blindside block, because out of nowhere came, is that number 6, Avery Johnson?
Yeah, let's take a look at it real quick.
He just absolutely – he comes back, and what just right here, you can see him.
Ooh.
And that's the quarterback, Case Butler, who takes the hit. Man, they're gonna give him.
I think they're thinking about it a little bit, or what?
They're trying to figure out how to count from the 45. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty to the back into Wayne County territory. Makes it 1st and about Food Lion in Columbia.
The natives around here know exactly what you're talking about with that one.
All the way up. Jumps offside, so they're going to get a little bit of it back. They're going to get a little bit of it back as Landon Smotherman, and getting another head start was Dane Bryant. He seems to be excited tonight. He's jumping the gun a little bit.
Hey, it's week 1. We're all excited. He's just, we'll take it.
Trips to the far side now with the ball in the near hash, right in shotgun. McClure on his right hip. Another hard snap count. Tried to draw him off sides. Could not get 5 more yards. But, hey, get them back a little at a time. McClure gets it up the middle. He's going to make a guy miss at the going down the left-hand sideline. He's going to get inside the 45, and that's going to be a heck of a run there by Ja'Carri McClure to make it 2nd and 8 after the 12-yard gain.
Hey, that was a good run. He took what they gave him, made a couple men miss there. I like that from Mr. McClure. He made look pretty good there. Headed out of bounds there. We got 7:05 left in the second quarter. We're close.
Pushed Mason Moore right out of the way, looking like Derrick Henry in the backfield there.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Kind of
tall, lanky. Yeah,
it's like twins to the near side, but also a wingback. So McClure's going to get it on a counter play going to the right, and they stuff that one almost immediately. He is pushed backwards by Braden Littleton. That makes it 3rd and 9, as you may have heard your public address announcer tell us, a loss of 1 on that play.
Yeah, not much there to work with. They had all those gaps filled. He didn't find any breathing room on that one. This might be the first 3rd down of the night for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. I haven't tracked it.
Well, they did have they had the 3rd down and then the 4th down.
Okay, gotcha.
Because the 4th down was a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So
keeping me honest.
3rd and 9, wing back to the near side behind the tackle. Jaden McClure down here. Wright's going to look to his right, and he throws the ball directly into, and that's going to make it 2nd and 1. I'm sorry, 3rd and 1. Pardon me. 3rd down, 1 yard to go for a first down, as Wayne County has they've had solid plays. It's just been the mistakes here, the mistakes there that have stalled drives out. But we've seen them drive down the field. They've had the ball for a long time. This Mount Pleasant defense may be on their heels.
Yeah, they might be getting a little tired. That happens, first game.
I don't think he got that.
There.
I don't think he got that at all. As Butler goes over the right-hand side, they give him across the 10, so they're going to say he's short, but it's not by very much. What do you do if you are head coach Derek Willis?
I mean, when the bell sounds, I think you get under center and you fall forward if you can. You don't.
That's the Undertaker's
no Undertaker here tonight in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. But that's a good little sound effect there, really. But yeah, if you're Wayne County, you're in the danger zone here, though. You better. I mean, you're going to clog up the middle here if you're Mount Pleasant. You need to pinch in. You need to see if you can get him on his heels and just back him up a half an inch and then take the ball
I'm thinking they're going to run down the line and give it to one of the backs. They do, in fact, and that is a runner that we have not called his name very often. It's Casey Castleman, who was the left up back. They hand it to him. He gets it to the 15 for the first down.
And props to Wayne County. That's a nice little play design there to kind of stretch it out and go at an angle. You're not going where all that size is in the Mount Pleasant defensive line with big Paxton Williams and Connor Scher. You're going to go on the outside, pick up a little bit, but enough for the first down. Good play call by Wayne County there.
Twin receivers to the near side, ball on the far hash, one receiver to the top. Early snap there. I'm not sure anybody was ready, but it looks like they're going to.
Well, they're trying to catch us with too many people, I think.
False start on everybody but this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. False start, and that's going to put them behind the chains. 1st and 15 at the 10-yard line.
I think that we had defensive players running off the field at the last second there. So I think there was confusion on both ends. Good thing for the Tigers.
Fortunate.
1st and 15.
Snap. Rolls to his right, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Does Bevis. He gets across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And that's a pretty good play on 1st and 15. You get about half of it back, and you'll set yourself up for a manageable second down.
Yeah, it looked like he clutched the ball a little bit, like he was looking downfield, didn't see it, so he had a little bit of a lane there, picked up a few yards to make it a manageable second down, like you said. That was a smart move by that quarterback. So I can't keep the quarterback straight tonight. There's been so much.
Yeah, this time it's Butler back behind center with Casey Castleman on his right hip, twins to the near side, one receiver to the far side. They give it to Castleman over the left tackle, and he makes a guy miss, runs through a tackle, stays on his feet, gets first down yardage down to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good run. That might have been one of the best runs of the night for Wayne County there. He's falling down, balanced himself with that arm, picked up a few more yards.
Time is running out,
about
and
2 minutes.
Wayne County has one timeout left, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're trying to keep that in their pocket as long as they can. Okay, so it looks like this time Bevis is the quarterback. Butler was on his hip. Nobody downfield. Bevis is sacked at the 26-yard line. That time it was Talem Russell again on the sack, makes it 2nd and about 12 now for the Wildcats, and I think they're trying to do one of two things here. They're both trying to run the clock and see what happens. If we hit a big play, we may try to hurry up a little bit, but otherwise we're just going to try to keep the football away from Mount Pleasant before halftime because we get it coming back.
I think you nailed it right there.
Bevis with that RPO, he's got a man. That's Sailor Skelton, but not quite as dynamic as the last time those two hooked up.
And the clock rolls.
But the clock stops now because we have a injured Mount Pleasant Tiger on the field. A 7-yard gain brings up 3rd and 5.
with a minute and 5 seconds left.
It looks like another cramp.
Yeah.
Once again,
yeah.
sigh of relief.
Let's see if
Yeah, I think this is the time where once again you are just trying to get you're going to try to get the big play if you can get one. If you can't, take as much time off the clock as possible.
Yeah, and that looks like that's what the mindset of Wayne County happens to be right here. They didn't seem like they were in a rush with that clock rolling either. Quarterback's looking downfield. He's not seeing anything downfield. He's double clutching. There wasn't that last completion. There wasn't a whole lot there. But we'll have to see. Who we got here? Is this number 8?
Yeah, I believe that is Jalen Smith. They'll help him up.
Ooh.
And let's see if he can get off on his own power. He's going to have to walk it off.
Yep.
And he will. We'll see what happens here as both teams will make their way back onto the field of play. Again, it is 3rd and 5 with about 1:05 to go in the second quarter. Mount Pleasant leads 20-6 over Wayne County. Wayne County does get the football to start the second half. So if you can double up here, you get a chance to, you can, if something were to happen, you get that big play, you score a touchdown, and you come out in the second half, this is, a brand new ball game. So I can understand certainly why they want to attempt it. Bevis will take the snap. He's going to look left. He's got a man and immediately hit by Knox Brooks and out of bounds. Smart job by Brooks.
Yep.
5-yard penalty goes against, looks like, are they going to call a hold here? Because it's from the spot of the foul. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Takes it back to the 45-yard line and makes it 2nd and 18. Trip receivers now to the far side, ball on the near hash. Jakiri McClure on the right hip of John Michael Wright. Wright rolls to his right, hits McClure in the face with the football. McClure able to wrangle it in. Makes a couple of guys miss and gets down inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. Timeout.
15 seconds.
Mount Pleasant with 15 seconds left. It's going to be 2nd down and about 9. I'm not sure the 2nd and 9 really matters here with 15 seconds to go. You're going to maybe try to get half of it here and call another timeout or take a shot at the end zone. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe time for a little trickeration and the hook and ladder.
Come up with something inventive in that playbook. And, I think he's got the arm to kind of lollipop it there close to the end zone and at least give one of these athletes a chance to make a play on the ball.
Look, all you have to do is get the ball into space with one of these athletes. We've already seen it one time with J.P. Easterling. We've seen it with Jaden McClure. Just get the ball into space and let them work. And so we'll see what Scott Tillman and Kit Hartsfield draw up right here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We only have 15 seconds left. 1 timeout for Mount Pleasant. We'll have to see what happens here. I think they'll draw something up to try to give them a chance to get in the end zone and make this game just a little bit further out of reach.
15 seconds is enough to get 2 plays, and especially with a timeout.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jaden McClure will line up outside the numbers. Easterling in the slot. Still trips, though, with an inside wide receiver. Wright takes a look down the middle of the field. There's nobody open. He's going to roll to his left. He's got a man standing wide open, but it's going to be intercepted by Wayne County. Wayne County looks like Bevis with the other quarterback with the interception. Case Butler hauls that one in for Wayne County, and that's going to do it for the first half. I have to think with 4 seconds, Wayne County probably going to just take a knee and take it to the locker room, trailing 20-6 here.
We're taking another look at it right here. He rolls to his left. Yeah, there's a little bit of room, and he just steps right in front of the receiver. I think safety right there, steps in front, makes the play. good thought. You know, he put it down there, but just nothing there. It looks like he had quite the lane to run. It would have ended the half, but.
Well, and maybe just set your feet. And instead of trying to throw that ball and run, get a little more power behind it by setting your feet. There was no one pressuring him.
Mm-hmm.
Run over the right-hand side is Castleman. He'll get to about the 27-yard line where he's taken down, and that will do it for the first half. Mount Pleasant 20, Wayne County 6 here on the WKOM Front Porch Sports Game of the Week. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about tonight's game, other games from around the area, and what's going on. So stick around here on WKOM and Front Porch Sports. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Brown's Body Shop. Brown's Body Shop. At 1505 National Highway in Columbia.
I'm Barbara Lincoln with Hollins Pharmacy. You may have.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Hello, I'm Barbara Lincoln with Hollins Pharmacy. You may have heard our previous commercials about compression hosiery that we carry at Hollins Pharmacy. Well, we've recently expanded into a full line of knee braces, back, wrist, ankle, and other support wear. We will gladly help you get just the right fit for these items and, of course, special order items to ensure the proper fit. Come see us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane, or call us at 931-388-4233. 388-4233.
Brown's Body Shop, 1505 Nashville Highway in Columbia, or 129 Alpha Drive in Franklin, is here to serve Murray and Williamson County. We have over 50 years of business with all the experience combined. All insurance claims, as well as unibody and frame repairs and glass claims are welcomed. Call today for selected insurance companies. 931-381-4915 Columbia and Franklin, 615-794-1959. Or check us out at www.brownsbodyshop.com.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, three common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Welcome back into the Front Porch Sports Game of the Week on WKOM 1017 FM and the Front Porch Sports Network globally.
Yeah, it's global now.
As we get ready for halftime here, the Wayne County Band getting ready to make their way onto the field, and they are about 15 members strong.
Hey, they're out there. They're doing it. Props to them for doing something they love and showing it off to all these Mount Pleasant fans here tonight. And I'll tell you the truth. They're watching. Mount Pleasant is interested to see the band. And we even have a football player out there on a bass drum. That's impressive.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for a fantastic halftime performance from Wayne County. First half was electric at times, and then also mundane at times, with both of the electric offense of Mount Pleasant was kind of stifled a little bit by the Wayne County offense, who made some great drives but stalled out for various reasons each time, outside of the one touchdown pass on the RPO. So really curious how this second half is going to go. Wayne County certainly feels like it needs to come out, control the clock, but they need to. I know they think they need to put it in the end zone to cut into this lead.
Yeah. I mean, I think both teams made their mistakes, which isn't abnormal for a high school football game, especially in week one here. We're still in August. There were mistakes made by both squads. We saw an interception to end the half there for Mount Pleasant. I know coaches are back there in the locker room right now, coaching them up, trying to fix those mistakes for both teams so they can come out here. And for Wayne County in the second half, they have to try to generate some more offense. They got to go in much better in the second quarter than they did in the first, but they're in the hole here, 14 points. So they're going to have to get a little bit more explosive on offense and try to get it in the end zone a couple of times, because I have a feeling Mount Pleasant is going to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, and there's going to be some more points scored by the Mount Pleasant Tigers this evening. Look for the McClure boys to make some more moves. Even on that last drive before the interception, there was a couple of nice plays there, and we'll have to see what Mount Pleasant looks like coming out. But good performance so far by Mount Pleasant Tigers, and they're, I'm proud to be a Tiger tonight.
Let's give another round of applause.
Yeah, that's the thing about this broadcast crew. You do have a little homer in you.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing the middle exactly here, but I'm doing the best I can. We always respect your opponents and respect the opposing band even.
That was a great job, actually. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, who's marching off the field as we speak. And we always like to see high school students being involved in any way they want to be involved, whether it's band or football or softball or clubs. I mean, it's just good to see high school students be involved.
Scores from around the area. Out in East Tennessee in the fourth quarter, Alcoa 9, Ravenwood 27.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Yeah, that's times they are a-changing.
Well, I think Ravenwood's just a really good football team in Class 6A, and Alcoa is still 3A.
Yeah.
And Alcoa folks are going to see this is why we don't play up.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big bite off of the, that's a big first bite to start week one for Alcoa.
Well, they can't get anybody to play them.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is what it is for them. Also,
where's that game at? Do you know?
It's at Alcoa.
Oh man, that's a haul for Ravenwood.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, if you're Alcoa, you got to take anybody who will come to you.
Yeah. What a predicament to be in as a high school program, and I've read about that before, that they struggle to get opponents.
East Robertson Class 1A, maybe a favorite to get to the Blue Cross Bowl in December. 23-0 lead in the second quarter over Liberty Creek. Nolensville in the second quarter, a 7-6 lead over trying to get to Upperman with a 34-0 lead over Fayetteville right now in the second quarter. The Bees putting it on the Tigers down there right now. Of course, Fayetteville's in a little bit of a situation, and that's all I'll say about that.
You want to expand on that?
No, I don't. No, I don't. But they don't have a head coach right now, they have an interim coach. They do not have a full-time head coach. Lebanon, 15-6 lead over Antioch. Wilson Central 14-0 over Rossview right now. Springfield 27-zip against Greenbrier in the second quarter. No score for Richland, Lincoln County. Loretto 28-0 right now against Collinwood.
Loretto's going to be tough.
How about this score? Hold on to your britches. Summertown 14, Lawrence County 0 in the second quarter.
There's going to be a little tension convention down there in Lawrence County tonight if that one holds up. Wow.
There will be some folks who will be not happy headed back south.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious to know if that one holds up, if Summertown holds on.
Now, again, 6A Collierville.
Okay.
20-0 lead over Decatur County Riverside, which makes some folks here in Mount Pleasant happy. But it's 6A Collierville.
Hey, props. I'll say props to Decatur, Decatur County for did they go out there to, or regardless of where it's at?
Did.
Yeah, for taking on the big dog. I mean, that's not easy, but the old mantra is to take down whoever, and that's what they're trying to do. So props to Decatur County there for doing that.
Nashville Christian 21-7 lead over Davidson Academy. And that seems to be it as far as scores of local interest that we have scores of. So let's take a break. When we come back on the Front Porch Sports Network, we'll have more talk from us about who knows what.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about something for sure.
Stick around.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
He shoots, and he scores!
That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Back here on the Front Porch Sports Network, WKOM Game of the Week. Chris Yao, Seth Campbell. Seth, I'm going to be honest with you. I have almost called you Scott every single time I've said your name.
Oh, well,
I don't have any idea why.
I've been called a lot worse, Chris. So I'll take Scott. Seth, you're not going to offend me any. We're all learning up here, just getting you having a good week one.
I caught myself every time and said Seth, but sometimes a little accountability goes a long way.
You're in mid-season form here, and I'm just bumbling along. Week one, learning all this equipment. We're proud to be on 101.7 WKOM tonight as the game of the week. Couldn't be any more prouder. And the Front Porch Sports Network. broadcasting here. You can go to frontporchradiotn.com and stream this, and it's also on Facebook. And you can get a beautiful camera work by yours truly, and put a visual with the broadcast. So I mean, there's multiple ways to digest what we're doing here tonight, and we're just happy to have you along. We got looks like about 3.5 minutes before we kick off, and we start the second half with Mount Pleasant up 20-6 over Wayne County. You couldn't ask for a prettier night, I think. Definitely, where, if you've been around high school football long enough, here in a month or two, we're going to be cold. And tonight, that's not the case. It's a nice, pretty night. You can kind of feel fall in the air. The guys are all amped up. The student athletes are amped up. The band is amped up. And we've just had a good night so far, haven't we?
Have indeed. More scores from around the area of interest. Creekwood went 2-8 last year. They lead cross county rival Dixon County 21-7 at the half. How about that?
Ooh, yeah.
Independence biting off all that they can handle with their week 1 game and week 2, Oakland in week 1. 21-0 Patriots at the half.
There you go.
Follow at @MoPatton_sports for more there. Page, speaking of Page, they lead 7-0 over Giles County. That's always a really good football game.
Yeah. From the outset, that's just a good football game. You're gonna get.
East Hickman 21-14 lead over Fairview. Blackman leads Brentwood 7-3. Spring Hill trailing Summit 14-3 at the half.
That's who we have next week coming to town, right?
Spring Hill will be here. You'll see. You'll have us, and we'll put Rob on the roof.
Yeah, the Spring Hill guys will go to the roof of the press box. Yes, we're happy to have them here. It's a little when you can have
we'll
those.
Be as hospitable as possible.
Yeah, when you can have those, in-county games, it's always fun. And I'm happy Spring Hill's coming down to face the Mount Pleasant Tigers next week.
The team that Spring Hill played in last week's Jamboree, Centennial, leads Franklin 7-6 at the half. Ooh. So heck of a ball game there.
Perhaps an improved Franklin team over a year ago, trying to build.
Green Hill leads Clarksville Northeast 20-0. Just happened to roll past that score there. And that's about all I've got on the scoring updates at this point, but looking forward to a great second half as we continue here on the Front Porch Sports Network and Front Porch Sports Game of the Week. Still would love to know what's going on in the Columbia Central game, but if you are listening to us, tune on over to 103.7 and shoot us a score.
Yeah. Go listen to Barry Duke and see what he's reporting out there in Lewisburg tonight. That's always a heck of a matchup too between Columbia Central and Lewisburg. I heard that place was going to be very crowded tonight with those two passionate fan bases in Lewisburg, Tennessee, this evening. So I'm rooting for our county brothers and Columbia Central in the purple and gold, and see if they can squeak out a win there tonight. As a Columbia Central alum myself, even though I am a Mount Pleasant Tiger and I've been a Tiger for years, I do like to see Columbia Central do well, except when they play Mount Pleasant. And that brings us to 000 of the halftime clock. And
is this the 3-minute warm-up period, or do we get to just go right in?
I think we're going to be warming up for a little bit because the teams don't appear to be jumping.
They're not making their way to the sidelines, are they? But the officials are on the field, so we'll see what that means.
Sometimes the officials give you the little elbow to, hey, come on, hurry things up. We want to get this game underway. I don't see it being too bossy now. It's 8:26. This evening.
Let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah,
that's beautiful
dark sky contrasts well with the Friday night lights and the beautiful turf field here at Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Hey, this is it. This is what people wait for all year. This high school football on a beautiful night. I'm loving it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast too. Once again, we're on 101.7 WKOM. Tell somebody to tune in to us, or you can stream us on Facebook or at frontporchradiotn.com. And we would just love to have people join along here and listen, follow us, get invested in your student athletes in your county, because they work hard, not only on the football field, but also in the classroom. And as a classroom teacher here at Mount Pleasant, I see it. I see it quite a bit, Chris. We like to see our student athletes doing great things on the football field, but we also like them to be successful inside the classroom, pave that future for themselves, do great things in this world, and that's what it's all about. And that's what Friday Night Lights are all about, really, too.
It really is, and that's why we're here. We're here to empower these kids. This is why Front Porch Sports is doing what we are doing. We are trying to find a way to bring a bigger spotlight to Maury County kids and athletes. I just pulled up the live stream. I didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sitting here hawking the live stream for Mount Pleasant. Chris pulled up the live stream for Columbia Central. Brilliant move. We're thinking
14-13 at the half in favor of Columbia Central.
Ooh, close one. Close one in Marshall County tonight.
So make sure to – you can actually go to frontporchradiotn.com and see all of the live streams right there in one place. All of them are on right now, and you can check them out as the teams make their way to the sidelines. Let's take one more quick break, and then we'll come back.
Sounds like
game
a
of the
plan.
week. Main Street. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I said it last night all night long, so that's why I'm here.
You're conditioned.
Front Porch Sports Game of the Week.
I'm Matt Perales, manager of Maury County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors, and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard, or learn about us on Facebook, or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
We are back here as the teams are getting ready to kick off the second half here at Mount Pleasant on the Front Porch Sports Game of the Week. I'm Chris Yao, joined by Seth, don't call me Scott Campbell. and we are getting ready for the second half kickoff here on Friday night, week 1. Here we go. Not bode well, because the play will stand. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats. So it will be second down. They do not get the down back. And they will be 15 yards from the end of that run, which will make it 2nd and 20. Buddy, where are you going? I don't think that's where the ball's supposed to go.
No one's correcting him thus far.
That is a 5, 10, 15, 19-yard penalty.
Well, if you're a Mount Pleasant fan, you'll take it.
Brings up.
And Derek Willis not making a fuss. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, ooh.
2nd and Mount Pleasant Grill
Yeah.
to go. 2nd and 29. Little reverse action here. Will Robertson around the left end. Nobody's fooled in the defensive backfield, but he does get the corner and gets all the way down. A great job there by Will Robertson to get the edge and make his way all the way close to midfield to the 49-yard line, his own 49. But that's going to make it 3rd and 11, which is a lot more manageable than 2nd and 24, whatever it was.
And, we had someone in the backfield there to stop it, and he just didn't get to him. I mean, he was there. He just couldn't take him down. So, good on Wayne County to get the edge there and make a good pickup. Oh,
that was an odd play there as Bevis took the snap, handed it to Castleman coming across his face. The two collided. Bevis goes down, and Castleman is hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 13, and Wayne County trips receivers to the near side. Ball on the far hash. Hard count. Does not draw him off sides.
Trying to pick up some easy yards there.
Does look like there's a corner blitz coming off that left side of the defense. McClure gets it straight up the middle. He bowls over a guy to the 17-yard line, makes it. Oh, that was Evan Plunkett. Okay, I apologize. Evan Plunkett in the game there, and gets the ball down, makes it 3rd and 8 at the 17-yard line. That's manageable.
Yeah, definitely manageable. Plunkett's got a little bit different of a running style you see there. That might have been his first carry of the game. But, good player, flashed on defense last week for sure and during the Jamboree. Good to see him out there getting a carry.
Lowered that shoulder. He's going to stay in the backfield this time to the left of John Michael Wright. Wright's going to look to – he steps up in the pocket. He throws on the run. Got a man wide open was Easterling, but again, had to throw on the run. Couldn't get a muster on it. Easterling was behind the defense, but the ball fell about 10 yards short.
Yeah, didn't quite have enough on that, like you pointed out, Chris. Difficult throw on the run. You'd like to see him make it, but not an easy throw.
It was not an easy throw, and fortunate that it found turf rather than, well, I guess it would have essentially been a punt.
Yeah.
Which is what the Tigers will do here on 4th and 8. Brandon Case again, the junior. And good luck getting to Case, as Connor Scherer is one of the upbacks in that.
Pretty good punt.
He sends it down inside the 40 to the 39. And quick math tells me that's about
Don't be the code.
After this play. Bevis hands, keeps, and gets 3 yards on the read option, bringing up 4th and about 6.
Not much there on that one.
With under 6 minutes to play now in the 3rd quarter. If the ball stays on the left-hand side of the 50-yard line, I can stand here and see both the clock and the ball, Seth.
Oh.
There's a window in the door to the outside. And so
hey, we're game planning up here, and they're game planning down there. Big 4th down here, 4th and 6. Can Wayne County
go for it?
Yeah, they need some momentum here. This offense is no rhythm, and what do we got? Timeout on the field.
Now would be the time to call that timeout, and I know it's early in the second half, but you better get it while you can. Let's take a break if we can get to that.
Sure.
Here on the Front Porch Sports Network Game of the Week. We'll be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors, and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard, or learn about us on Facebook, or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Seth showing off a little bit there with the transition back in.
Hey, let me be honest with everybody here. I am a teacher. I am not
A learner?
Well, no, I'm a learner. I'm trying my best to be a learner, but all this is pretty new to me. I'm enjoying it. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from Coach Mike Lyle last week, who will be back with us eventually at attend to some family members, and I've learned a lot from Mr. Chris Yao, a real professional in the business here.
I'm doing nothing, I promise you. I am simply just making this as easy for the two of us as we can possibly make it.
Hey, I'm having a good night here.
Wayne County's back on the field with both quarterbacks in the backfield. Bevis on the hip. He'll get Fumblewerski. Fumbleina fumbled the ball. It's picked up. That is Evan Plunkett, who's going to take it back for a touchdown. Mount Pleasant, scoop, and score.
No flags. Wow. Interesting play call by Wayne County there, needing, I believe they needed 6 yards, about a long 5 to get the first down. No dice, put it on the ground, and boy, they that sure cost them. That's a fumble-rooski for 6 for the home team.
I'm not sure. We're going to see. We're going to get an attempt here from Brandon Case. An extra point attempt into the brand new field goal posts here. Sitting in the north end zone. Good snap. Hold was, a really good kick considering the, let's just say Ace Ventura would have been very upset.
Hey, I like the look of that kick.
Great kick considering the laces were in.
I couldn't see that from my perspective, but I will give Mr. Case, the young man, some major props there, putting it through the uprights. Let's take a look at that fumble for the touchdown one more time, Chris. We've got it right here. The two quarterbacks and no handle on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is what's interesting about that is because Bevis has been so good with the
burner here, Mount Pleasant.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's in comfortable control, and they seemingly have been all game, from my opinion. Wayne County has definitely won the time of possession here, but the offense can't find any real rhythm, no real space, and then they've made a couple crucial errors, and that was one of them. That seam point and that transition of the ball, that's difficult to do, and when you put it on the ground like that for a touchdown, that doesn't bode well for the team.
Bevis in shotgun, twins to the far side. Handoff to Castleman over the left side. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a tackle for loss. And Avery Johnson's going to need to watch himself in the defensive backfield. He and Will Robertson are going at it pretty hard, and obviously don't want to make a mistake that will cost you a first down and give some momentum to the Wildcats.
Yeah. I can see Avery right now communicating with the sideline. Head coach Kit Hartsfield is telling them, hey, calm down. No silly mistakes, and let's hopefully. Avery's a senior, he knows.
Back in the game is Butler. He'll roll to his left. He's got a man on the curl route. That is Dalen Van Fleet again. A fantastic name, by the way.
That is. It really rolls off the tongue.
It does. Dalen Van Fleet gets about 8 yards, brings up 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
About 4 minutes left in the third quarter, Mr. Chris.
Indeed. As I look down to the concession stand and wish that I had a hot dog.
We're working here, man. We're working.
Well, I've been here since 2 o'clock. I feel handoff, play action up the middle. I apologize. That was a completed pass to Robertson. It's going to be incomplete. Wow. He had it. He was, let's just say, tackled. I'm not even sure what he was kind of thrown. Yeah, they grabbed his jersey and rolled, and Robertson rolled with them, and the ball flew out.
He threw a little bit of a lollipop over there, not much velocity behind it, and it could have been picked off. Receiver got his hands on it. Don't know if he was actually expecting to get his hands on it.
That might have been the problem.
Yeah.
4th down, they're going to go for it. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. It's going to just depend on if it's a left foot or a right foot spot. He gives him the left foot and the first down. I'm not sure. See if you can hit that replay. Let's see if we can get it.
Yeah, well, you can hear from the crowd here.
There it is. Yeah, they're not bored anymore.
Yeah, that looks pretty short by a half a yard.
I thought it was too. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was short, but
the ref gave him.
They give him the first down. 1st and 10 at the 45. They're on 45 for Wayne County. Twin receivers to the near side, one to the far. Castleman goes in motion across to the far side. Looks downfield, got a man in the seam. He's wide open. He's going to be caught at the 25, gets down inside the 10-yard line. On the play, brings up 2nd and goal. He might have got 6 inches on that. He didn't go down for a loss, though. So. I will tell you, Seth, when I played high school ball, we did have a set where both of our quarterbacks were in the game, and you didn't know who was going to get it. So, I mean, this could be something to watch out for. That time he pulls it out of the gut of Bevis, goes over the left side, does Butler. Man, he's inside the 5-yard line to the 4, and that brings up 3rd down, and it just hit me that it's Bevis and Butler in the back.
Oh, yeah. For people of a certain generation, that will ring a bell.
I didn't. That wasn't like. Yeah. That wasn't catch. All right. Well, I won't forget their names now.
No.
Butler and Bevis in the backfield. It looks like they got a little head start there, but Butler's going to go over the left side. He's not going to get there. Going to be brought down at about the 3-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 3. I don't think there's any decision to be made here, Seth. We're going for it if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah. Let's see what they come up with for a play call. It's an important play call. 4th and 3 here. Knocking on the door. If you're a Wayne County guy, you got to punch this in. You got to find a way. Good play call here. Punch this
I
thing
can
in.
tell you exactly what I do. I do one of those, put the guys behind the tackle, run down the line, and hand it to whatever side.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you're Mount Pleasant, if they come out in that formation, I think I'm sending the house.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, you're almost sacrificing a completion here, and you're just going to try to clog up these lanes.
All right, so they do have the guy. Fumble! That's not going to score a touchdown. Mount Pleasant's going to get the football whether they recover the fumble or not, but I think they did actually recover the fumble. The snap was low to Bevis. He couldn't pick it up, and Mount Pleasant takes over at the 5-yard line. Connor Scherer comes off with his arms in the air. Very excited, as we told you he does get, as Mount Pleasant takes it over with about 39 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they didn't take your advice, Chris, there.
They did not.
And they went straight up the gut, and that is where the mass is for Mount Pleasant. And it's
about 700 pounds of it.
It's a whole lot of mass, and I'm not quite sure with that game plan there to run right at the beef.
Right in shotgun.
Ooh,
and
he got him.
I'm pretty sure Dane Bryant forced him offsides. They got they call a false start, but I'm going to tell you that number 47 for Mount Pleasant, A.J. Sieber, was simply trying to protect himself from Dane Bryant. We are back here with the start of the 4th quarter. Scores of interest. Marshall County leads Columbia Central 19-14 with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Spring Hill has cut into the Summit lead. It's now 21-9. The Spartans lead in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, when J.P. Easterling got a head full of steam there, he sure could turn on the Jets. That was impressive. If it wasn't for the blue paint on the P.
Wright takes the snap, gives to Jakiri McClure, who lowers the shoulder and puts Will Robertson on his behind and gets a gain of about 5 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Tigers at their own 49-yard line.
Good little pickup there. Start the quarter out right.
Yeah, you'll take that, especially when you get to lay a lick.
but you'd like to stay in bounds. Milk that.
I would love for them to stay in bounds.
Yeah, milk the clock a little bit. You're up 21. You're up 3 touchdowns in a Wayne County offense that has not really shown us
definitely
much.
not a quick strike offense is that Wayne County offense.
And I'm sure Coach Hartsfield's telling his players, stay in bounds.
Shotgun formation. McClure on the left hip of right. Trips to the far side. There's the snap. Wright's going to throw. He's got Jaden McClure on a little out route there. It's going to be short of the first down. Got about 4 yards on the play. We've got whistles everywhere. I think we had maybe a little hand fighting there on the outside between, again, Avery Johnson and Sailor Skelton, who have been going at it all night long.
Yeah, a little bit of a battle between those two young men tonight, and they need to keep their cool. And it looks like Avery is.
Ken Hartsfield said, "Nope."
Yeah, Avery is running off the field and being greeted by his coaches right away. We'll put it that way. And you got to keep your cool head. You're up 21 here. You don't need any silly penalties to.
Is that Nazir Carter?
Nazir Carter,
Nazir
yes,
Carter.
sophomore here at Mount Pleasant High School. Had the joy of teaching Nazir for a couple of years now.
Again, trips to the near side. Motion here, a little pop pass, and looking for some room to run, and he's going to get it. He's going to push his way all the way into inside the 45. Goes Carter Dunn. Oh, that was not what you want to see. We've got, hey, here we go. Here we go. There is.
We've got a coach on the field.
We've got hats. We've got flags. We've got coaches who are pulling players off the field. Not an ideal situation. This is definitely going to be offsetting penalties for everybody. But I think the one everybody missed was the one you and I saw just moments before, where the Mount Pleasant player was thrown backwards by a Wayne County player.
Yeah. And if you're Mount Pleasant right now with 10:41 left in the fourth quarter, you have to, remain composed.
Right.
Because Wayne County's
frustrated.
Pressing. They've had a bad game. Let's be honest. The offense hasn't looked good. Defense has had some good plays, but they're pressing. Mount Pleasant needs to remain composed and get out of here healthy. No silly penalties, and we have 4 flags in
and a hat.
Yeah, and a hat. Which
I think the guy picked his hat up, but he still threw it.
And they're gonna. What they're gonna be is they're gonna be bad penalties.
Well, it's going to be offsetting, but all of the penalties will offset, and it's going to be first down because they were all after the play either way.
Let's take a look at that run, because I thought that was pretty impressive. Little pitch pass here, yeah, right there, and
little jet sweep motion there, and just continuing to push himself.
4.
But right here, let's see if you got it.
Yeah,
nope,
it rolls 15 seconds.
Just missed it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see, but that was still a good run. It's sorry that we have penalties afterwards, and it looks like Coach Hartsfield is talking to a referee right now to get an explanation. The Mount Pleasant faithful are letting their opinions be known on this, but
talked to also Coach Derek Willis across the way. Will the officials? This will be interesting. Again, this is after the play, so it's going to be first down.
Props to you, Chris. You kind of called it that Avery Johnson was kind of gunning for bear, as someone, so to speak.
Though. Look where they have the ball spotted.
Yeah, they haven't walked it back yet, have they?
They haven't walked it back, but I'm confused because, one, they're walking it from the spot, the previous spot, which is not. It has to be from the end of the run. This officiating crew has had some blunders in marking off penalties tonight, and it doesn't appear like they're going to get it right on this one either, unless somebody gets with the umpire here quickly.
They might be from the Seth Campbell School of Arithmetic here. And
well, I mean, this is simple. I don't understand what they're doing. They're going to mark off 15 yards now. Don't get crazy because okay, he's marked off 5 yards now. 6 yards. I'm sorry. Illegal formation.
That explains it.
Unsportsmanlike Tigers, unsportsmanlike Wildcats. Penalties
Okay.
all set. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
So the penalty, the illegal formation will be assessed because it was a pre-snap penalty.
We didn't see that.
We did not know that was part of it. Okay, so great job by the officiating crew, and I apologize.
Yeah, we never said anything.
Well, I mean, it just was a very confusing situation, but a great job by everyone involved there. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 now. We'll see what happens. Wright's going to look. He's going to pop out here to McClure, who is to Plunkett this time, and Plunkett goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Mount Pleasant. 10:02 to go in the 4th quarter. Exactly what you wanted to see if you are Mount Pleasant after all of that. The illegal formation, the post-snap penalties, and all of the things. Mount Pleasant, 2 plays later, finds pay dirt.
Absolutely, and it was set up by that long, that long run after the catch there, in the flat, and now we get another attempt at an extra point. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 on the night.
The snap is good, hold is good, kick is good.
Well done.
How about that?
Hey, let's before we go to break, let's take a quick replay of that. There we go. And he just kind of rumbles. Excuse me for the poor camera work there. I was trying to keep up with him. He's too fast.
No doubt.
Yeah, good run there.
Great job there by Jakiri McClure to first catch the football and not get excited because he was all by himself.
I know, yeah.
So, all right, we will take a break. 30 seconds right here on the Front Porch Sports Network. Stick around.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Back here, and they tried to line up. Both teams lined up on the wrong side for the kick. They kick the opposite way, but the officials figured it out before anybody got any farther. But Mount Pleasant will kick to the south end zone, not defending it. 10:02 to go in the 4th quarter here. Mount Pleasant 34, Wayne County 6. Tigers in control of this one, and we are only moments away from, I was hoping, we were a couple of 2-point conversions away from a running clock, Seth.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that. So, successful opening night for your Mount Pleasant Tigers so far. Let's see if they can, keep this momentum going. You don't want any more silly penalties. I found the seam up to the 40 and wrestled down.
McClure takes him out of bounds, and Will Robertson has taken a beating from some Mount Pleasant players.
Yeah, he gets tackled with a little bit of a weird twist on it sometimes, it appears. But, Mount Pleasant Tigers trying to take him down any way they can. We've had it's been a good game so far if you're a Mount Pleasant fan.
Wayne County comes to the line. Castleman in the backfield alongside Bevis. Castleman gets it over the right-hand side. He's going to get about a yard before he is stopped.
Run back Castleman. Gain of 1 on the play.
Looks like that was Plunkett who got out of the end zone and into the backfield for Mount Pleasant. So he's just living in the backfield tonight, whether it be on offense or defense.
Yeah, and it appears like Coach Hartsfield of Mount Pleasant is starters still in there playing. Up 28 here, getting later in the 4th quarter, and they're still making plays out there, clogging up the holes, making sure that Wayne County doesn't have much room to breathe.
Hand off up the middle Goes to Bevis.
Big Paxton Williams.
They give him a yard, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's an awfully generous spot. But at this point in the game, hey, I guess.
Yeah, they've sure stuck with the game plan Wayne County has. They haven't deviated much. You know, they're still testing that inside, and it has not been very beneficial for them so far. But, you know, when they find themselves down quite a bit, and they're still doing it.
3 receiver set, play action pass. He's going to throw it out into the flats. And that is Dane Bryant with the reception. Goes out of bounds near midfield, across midfield into Mount Pleasant territory. Again, first down. This is at the Mount Pleasant 49 now. 1st and 10 for Wayne County.
Hasn't given up much room at all on that interior defensive line.
Absolutely not. Twins receivers to the near side for Butler. Play action again back into the flats, and that's again Dane Bryant. Catch made. Plunkett takes him down, gets up a little gingerly walking at the 45, makes it 3rd and 6 for Wayne County here. Clock continues to run as we approach 7 minutes remaining in the game. You're pretty close on that clock that's working for now.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it crashes on me, and sometimes it comes back up. But I'm doing my best for the viewers on frontporchradiotn.com that are streaming this, and on Facebook.
Let's check those other scores since we have some time.
Yeah, I think people are interested in our scoreboard. Oh, he sniped
intercepted.
He sniped it.
That's intercepted by.
I did not see the number.
Carter Dunn. That will be the nail.
And we got a Wayne County player slow to get up.
Yeah, that's
he's getting off.
Lineman Wyatt Morris.
Let's take a look, see if I caught that. Yeah. And you're just going to see him. He steps right, boom, right in front of there. And, man, he's twitchy. He's pretty quick out there.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
He identified that right away. I mean, he was waiting on him.
Still 19-14 in Lewisburg.
Is Columbia Central in the lead?
No. 28-16 Summit leads Spring Hill right now.
Okay.
Handoff up the middle. We're going to get some people. Braden Parrish this time goes off the left side. He's going to get about 3 yards to midfield. John Michael Wright is still in the game at quarterback, but we are seeing a few additional running backs and maybe potentially up front. Too legit to quit.
Braden
Under
Parrish,
6 minutes.
Braden Parrish, a sophomore here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. You know, I've had the pleasure of teaching him for 2 years too. Nice young man. Good to see him getting playing time. He has put on some serious muscle in this weight program for Mount Pleasant, and he's going to do good things for this team as the year progresses and in the future. Got 2nd and 7 here, Chris.
2nd and 7. Snap. It's once again a run by Parrish. He cuts back across the middle, gets 4 more yards, makes it 3rd and 3. He's got 7 on the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Taking all the time that they can possibly take off the clock here.
No complaints.
It's Mount Pleasant, not at all.
That's how you win. That's how you win ball games, and they've played a pretty darn good game. I have to say so. You know, you started off with a little bit of a dud there, fumbling that opening kickoff, but since then, you know, a couple silly penalties, but pretty good. Week 1 here in August,
and a couple little miscues on, you know, in the defensive backfield, but they lull you to sleep doing that. That's going to happen.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, holding Wayne County to 6 points,
you'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, who is this? Is that Plunkett? Plunkett up the middle. He's not been touched, and now he's down to the 25. Inside the 15-yard line goes Plunkett for a 36-yard gain to the 14. First down.
Let's take another quick look at that one real quick.
Yeah, let's do,
he
because
found some room there. Good little
great
gap.
job sealing the edge there by the right tackle, and just plenty of space to run. I think me and you could have gained 10 or 12 on that one.
Man, give me 5.
They would have caught us faster, but
give me 5.
But we had plenty of space for a little while.
Yeah, now Plunkett doesn't quite have that breakaway speed we see from some players, but he sure saw that gap open up, and he took advantage of it. Good vision, able to hit that hole, get downfield. Pretty quick, not going to run away from people, pretty quick, and heck of a pickup for Mount Pleasant. We got 1st and 10 here, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game.
Parrish gets it over the outside. He's going to bounce it. He lowers the shoulder against. I'm telling you, man, everybody's doing something to Will Robertson tonight. Will Robertson is, and credit to Will Robertson of Wayne County for continuing to step up and make those plays, because he is absolutely, he's stepping in front of it. Now, whether or not he makes the tackle is not, it's up for debate, but he's going to slow him down, and that's half the battle.
Yeah, you slow them down. You teach your team to gang tackle. Everyone runs to the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, I mean, great job by Robertson, but boy, it just feels like he's just getting absolutely hammered tonight.
Yeah. With the sophomore lowers the shoulder on you here with 2 minutes 50 seconds left in a 28-point ball game. Zoom out. We got someone out wide left.
I think he's just out there to make sure that guy don't make a tackle. No, they're going to pop pass it here to Easterling, who cuts back up the middle and is dragged down at the 10-yard line. Great job there by Christian Martin in the middle to grab Easterling by the jersey and take him down, making it 3rd and about 7 here for Mount Pleasant, as, again, the clock continues to wind. 2:15 and counting.
Were you surprised to see a little pop pass there?
It's basically a run. It just counts as a catch.
Yeah.
And completion. But, anytime you can get the ball to Easterling, I think you give him a chance and see if he can find his way to the end zone. I love what Kit's doing here. He's just waiting for that hand to go up by the – okay, they've got the hand up. Probably going to take a timeout here, it appears. They will indeed take a timeout with 2 seconds on the play clock, 1:44 on the game clock.
The first of the half, 1:44 left in the game.
So, here we go. Final minute and a half or so. 104 seconds remaining in the game.
Not much drama tonight.
Not much drama here. And we can take a look at the old X account and see what is going on in and around the Middle Tennessee area.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Everyone has to say that. But Page leads Giles County 21-0. Wilson Central at the end of the third quarter up 14-7 on Rossview. Centennial 14, Franklin 6 at the end of the third.
Pretty close game there.
35-0 Oakland over Independence final. Not a close game. 17-17 at the half was Beach and Station Camp. Haven't seen anything since. At the end of 3, still 17-17. So there you go. All right.
We're being serenaded by the Hey song by the Mount Pleasant High School Marching Band. It kind of adds to the aura of Friday Night Lights, when you hear the band play. I mean, you hear the drums in the background, too. I mean, it just adds all to this experience, this great experience here.
Back on the field, right hands to...
Is that Parrish?
Plunkett.
Plunkett.
I couldn't tell if it was 29 or 23. It's very similar number style with this number. And it looks like we may get a field goal attempt here.
We got some big guys marching out there.
Field goal opportunity here. A chance for Brandon Case to make his case
See
to
what you did
get
there.
Hartsfield.
See what you did there.
This will be a 27-yard, 28-yard attempt. They'll put it down at the 18. There's the snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick appears to be good. How about that? Brandon Case with the 28-yarder makes it 37-6.
And here's a replay of the field goal, the first field goal of the year. And
man, how about that?
Good snap.
Great
good hold,
job there
good
by
kick.
Brandon Case. Great job by the entire special teams unit.
You feel good as a coach when you get that field goal. Like you have you get a little bit more confidence in that field goal unit to maybe make if this was a high pressure situation, a little bit more confidence in marching them out there.
Well, you wonder how much impact missing the extra point in the Jamboree had on those first two. The first two touchdowns where they went for two, or first three touchdowns where they went for two. And then after a couple of successful extra points, he sends him out there for a 28-yard attempt, and he knocks it right through. So, next week when Spring Hill comes to town, you feel like that's going to mean he will find himself kicking extra points early and often.
Yeah, it's one of those things with kickers. The more you get them good, the more you hit them good, the more confidence you get in them.
Summertown defeats Lawrence County 14-0, and oh my goodness, that is going to be that will send shockwaves. Make sure to pick up your Lawrence County Advocate next week. That will be wild.
That will. To blank Lawrence County on week 1, there's going to be some unhappy folks down there south of Summertown.
All right, Case kicks and caught at the 15, and the 25-yard line jumped up and bit him.
It's been that kind of night for Wayne County. Kind of night for Wayne
County.
And
the clock will run as we have north of 30-point lead here, which means they don't even have to snap the football, probably.
For Mount Pleasant Tigers, 31-point victory over Wayne County. You got to come out of this feeling good, don't you?
Those are just fireworks, if anybody's asking.
Yeah.
Fantastic job tonight by this Mount Pleasant team. We'll be back here next week with game day. Spring Hill comes to town. That's going to do it for our broadcast here on Front Porch Sports and WKOM. Seth, we appreciate it. All the folks back in the studio. Oh, wait, there aren't any. We are the studio. So special thanks to us. Pat on the back for getting it on tonight. And we will see you guys next week here on Front Porch Sports Network. Have a great night.